Hey, what is going on, Pisces? Butch here. I am going to do your 1 week read. It is a general read, so it may not resonate with everyone. It is for your sun, moon, rising, and your Venus. For all you cross watchers, roles can be reversed. Always feel free to comment down below. I've been telling people to comment their favorite color. I'm going with a yellow today. I don't know why. I'm not sure if I like it. But yeah, if this is your first time watching, we're all about the love here. We're all a family. If you're looking for a place to belong, here's your place. Join us. If you like the content, give me a thumbs up. Feel free to hang out, stay as long as you want. Everyone is welcome. Today I get to use one of my favorite decks, and so because it's so close to Christmas, I get to actually use it. It's A Nightmare Before Christmas. It's one of my favorite animated movies. Absolutely love it. And yeah, so I don't get to use it very often, but it's that time of year. And with all that being said, let's get it. Universe, what is going on for Pisces? What message do we have for Pisces, universe? What message do we have for Pisces? All right, Pisces. So the first thing I see, Pisces, there's definitely something in the air. First thing I see is I feel like there is someone new coming in. Now, with this person, I feel like once they saw you, and not to be cliche or super corny, first thing first moment they saw you, everything in them it was telling them, this is the one. I feel like it was love at first sight. This person is falling harder and harder every day, falling hard and fast, and their intuition is on board. It's everything in them is telling them that this is the one. Now, I feel like you're bringing a lot of feelings into this person that they weren't even aware that they had. I feel like this person was never really the one to believe in love at first sight. But I feel like this moment, I feel like they're seeing things differently with that hangman. They got a whole new perspective. Most people don't believe in love at first sight until they feel it. It's one of those things, is we don't see it till we live it. But now they're living it. With that moon card, you're bringing out feelings in this person. Like I said, you're causing a huge transformation in this person. The way they see things, the way they feel things. They're just absolutely, they're in. They're all in. There's this huge transformation. Like I said, this person is feeling things that they never thought they've ever felt, they'd ever feel. And they're very okay with it. And all they can think about is moving forward. Like I said, I mean, it's love at first sight. I mean, we have new love. This person fell for you, and they're falling hard and fast, and they're continuing to do so. And they just, all they can think about is moving forward with you. Reaching out and grabbing you and never really letting go. And one of the biggest things, like I said, with the death card, that transformation, is that King of Cups. In this deck, it's the potions, but the King of Cups. I feel like they grew exponentially in that emotional sense. I feel like they've hit that emotional maturity. Meeting you has unlocked something in them that can never be locked away again. Like I said, they can't help but be completely open with you. The walls that they had around their heart have come down, and they have no fear in that. The love they feel for you is fearless. It's fierce and it's fearless. And it's not something that they want to, they're even looking to get rid of. It is a bit impulsive. It is a bit quick moving, but for them, it just feels right. We have that Knight of Wands and the Knight of Needles, which is the Knight of Swords. Very quick. It's all happening fast, but it feels right. It just feels right. Now, with this person, very quickly, they're realizing they're not walking away from this, nor do they want to. And like I said, I mean, they're all in. I mean, it was love at first sight. But now, I want to be very clear with this. This person is going to want to be your friend. They're going to want more. Trust me, they want so much more. But they want to get to know you. They want to know how you work. They want to understand you. They want to know what you need, so they know how to give it to you. This person is really going to try to learn everything there is about you, what makes you tick. It's all about you. With that Knight of Pentacles, it's all about getting to know you. The Knight of Presence in this, but it's all about getting to know you. It's all about, building that rapport, establishing trust. And it's one of those things, like I said, and with that Three of Potions, the Three of Cups, I mean, they're going to want to be your friend first, because they see this as something that, they see a very strong union between the two of you. So it's not like, I mean, they are falling fast, but they want to know how to love you, how to treat you, how to show up for you with that Eight of Presence, the Eight of Pentacles. This person is really, they really want to know you. They're not doubting how they feel about you. You're bringing up things in this person they never knew existed. All they want to know now is how to, how to give you what you need. Like I said, that emotional maturity that this person has gotten from this, the growth, and it's very quick moving, but it's moving nonetheless. I mean, like I said, they want to get to know you because they want to fill up your cups. That nine of cups, the Nine of Potions. So, like I said, I mean, this person's going to want to talk to you. This person's going to want to, really get to know you. They want to understand you. It's going to be all about you. I mean, you make this person feel something they never thought they'd feel, and they want to return that favor. This person, like I said, they're all in. They're not fighting this. It's one of those things, like I said, love at first sight, and they're accepting every moment of it. They're accepting every glorious moment of it. The feeling they feel when they're around you is euphoric. And I feel like there's going to be part of them that's going to be hard to explain that to you, but they're going to try. Like I said, I feel like there's going to be a lot of conversation between you and them, really getting to know each other. This is definitely a deep connection. And the depth of this is we're only scratching the surface. I mean, we have that Lovers card, and it's almost like I haven't used this term in a while, so we're going to use it. It's that iceberg love. It's, you know, something's there. You know, you're floating around your boat, you see this tip of the iceberg sticking out of the water. You know that there's something there. But as you get closer, you realize how deep this really goes, how deep that rabbit hole really goes. And the depth of this, I mean, it only gets deeper and deeper. Two people entwined with one another. It's very, you know, it's actually kind of funny that it mixes in with this deck that I use. This is the first time I use this deck this year. And, you know, we got Jack and Sally, which is, she's always kind of, you know, really loved him, but he didn't really notice her. You know, and it's kind of like this person, is this person always had this love for you. I feel like we truly love that one person, even if we don't even know who they are. We're saving that love for that one person, and when we meet them, it all comes out. You know, so there's a very deep connection, you know, a very strong bond, and I feel like it's only going to get stronger. This is a lifelong bond. You know, this person wants to fill your cups up. This person wants to be there for you, and it's really, I really enjoy this because Pisces are such caring people. You know, they go out of their way for everybody, and to have someone to show up for you, to give you that love back, it makes my heart happy. It really does. You know, I feel like for you, this is what you've been waiting for. You know, this is the moment where that ship has finally come in. You know, you've been waiting in that harbor of life. That ship has finally come in. We get on that ship. We're starting to sail. And like I said, we see this iceberg. We know it's there. And as we get closer, you know, we realize that, you know, like in science, and if you ever do any kind of research, you know, the amount of what's under the surface with an iceberg is so much greater than what's above. You know, it's such an amazing, you know, I love the analogy. You know, it's like you're seeing it, you know it's there, but the closer you get, you realize how big it really is. You know, I've actually been to Newfoundland where they had icebergs in the harbor and this big, huge thing sticking out of the water. But when you really get close, you realize how that's not big at all when it comes to what's underneath. And we're getting to what's underneath here. Like I said, I mean, I see a strong union here. You've unlocked something in this person that's never going to be locked away again. And I feel like I said, I feel like you truly love. I'm just a romantic. I really am. I'm a hopeless romantic. But it's like, anyway, we'll finish this and then we'll get to story time. With this person, we have Sagittarius, Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio, Capricorn, Virgo, Taurus. We have Gemini and Libra, maybe some Aquarius in there as well. But that's the thing. I truly believe that. And it's not something, you know, I feel like we have love in our heart for someone long before we meet them. Long before. Like for me, you know, I met the person of my, you know, my person 14 years ago. And it was love at first sight. Absolutely. And that's how I know how powerful that is because I wasn't looking for it. I really wasn't. I was actually feeling like I was done with relationships. But when you meet that right one, all that shit you thought is out the door. It's out the door. You know, and it's, when I met her, I felt like I knew her forever. And that's what makes me believe that we have love in our heart for one specific person. We have a mass amount of love for that one specific person. And it's like locked away. And it's like they're carrying the key. And when we meet them, it unlocks that door. And then they throw away the key so it can never be locked again. You know, I just feel like sometimes it feels like fate. You know, fate stepped in and said, listen, you may be thinking you're done with people, but you're done with the other idiots. You're done with all these other people that treat you like crap. You're done with these people that, you know, abused you or mentally traumatized you or cheated on you. All these things, you're done with that. Here you go. This is the universe showing up and saying, listen, this is what you need. This is what you want. You know, and like I said, I mean, I feel like we got to go through the heartbreak. I feel like we got to go through the heartbreak. I feel like we got to go through those life lessons before we meet our person. Because that way we know. You know, it's like anything in life. You know, it's like a job. You always start at the bottom, work your way up. You know, not many people start at the top. You know, you start your way, you know, any job I've ever done, I always got the worst job first. Almost everybody does. You get the worst job that nobody else wants to do. That's your first assignment when you first start with anything. You know, you work for a fast food place. You're cleaning the toilets. You're washing dishes. You work at a restaurant, washing dishes, cleaning the toilets, cleaning up after people. You always get the shitty jobs first. But it helps you learn to appreciate when you get to the place that you wanted to go. And it's coming. But like I said, I'm just a romantic at heart. And I truly believe, like I said, I mean, it's from my personal experience. When I met her, something unlocked in me. I couldn't think of anybody. I still don't think of anybody else. You know, we broke up for a bit, and it was a hard period, and I just couldn't feel. You know, I didn't feel whole. I felt like I was missing something, like most of the posts you guys were reading. But now everything's coming back together. You know, and I feel like our story was never over. And I feel like your true love, your story's never over. Sometimes you may have to put the book down for a bit and refocus. Sometimes you're going to take a break. But true love is never over. You know, it's like my nanny. She was, my grandfather was killed in the military years and years ago. And my grandmother, I mean, it was long before I was born. I never got to meet him. But my grandmother, till the day she died, she loved him. She said she couldn't get remarried. You know, because she was still married in her heart. And that's true love. And sometimes it happens like that, but like she said, she's gonna see him again. You know, this was just a time apart. And stuff like that. I mean, how can you not believe in love when things like that happen? You know, to love someone in such a deep way that, I mean, that, like that saying goes, true love never dies. It doesn't. You know, sometimes we put a pause on it. Like my grandmother, like I said, she knew she was going to see him again. You know, in her heart, she believed that she would be reunited with him. And right now, it was just a pause. It was just a space. It was just distance. But no distance, no time can ever stop it. You know, and I feel like she really imbued a lot of that romance in me. I never really felt like I was a romantic until, like I said, I met Rose, and the rest was history. But like I said, we all have that true love out there. And it's not to say you can't love other people. That is not something I'm ever going to say, because I feel like there is other people you can love. I mean, I've had other people in my life that I had love for, that I had that I loved. But I feel like there's one that goes deeper than anyone else could. You know, and I feel like we're all going to find it. You know, and sometimes we get a glimpse of it. Sometimes we screw it up. And I don't think that's forever. You know, sometimes we may be with someone and it didn't work out. You know, there's people every day getting remarried. You know, getting back together with a person. You know, I know a lot of people. I actually know a few people in my personal life that they broke up. They spent years apart, and they found their way back to each other because it was true love. You know, so it may not work the first go around. So if you feel like you met that true love of yours and it didn't work the first go around, you know, don't give up hope if it's something that you truly believe is real. Don't give up hope, no matter what anybody tells you. Don't let anybody else tell you anything. You know what you know in your heart, and believe that if you truly believe that was a person for you, you might find your way back. Be good. Take care. Stay safe.